Becoming a full member in the bee colony. This section deals with procedures for first time, 6-month, provisional to full transition. See the labor hole and money hole policies for provisional to full transition under those policies. The 6-month period was created in the spirit of giving provisional members a reasonable length of time to change objectionable behaviors or habits before facing a final goal, which might result in a decision to reject. It is a move in the direction of trying to identify and address problems, allowing more people the chance to adapt to living at the bee colony, rather than rejecting people without trying to address the problems. This allows more people the chance to adapt to living at the bee colony, rather than rejecting people without trying to address the problems. It is a move towards more community involvement in membership decision-making, especially by expecting increased input to the membership team in problem situations. It includes, for the first time, membership team discretion at the 6-month polling point. In cases that would formerly have led directly to rejection, and often override, the membership team will determine whether, A, the individual has been given an adequate amount of time and information to try to change problem behaviors, and, B, the reasons for rejecting are serious enough to warrant immediate rejection. In the course of the provisional membership period, typically at the end of the 3rd month, provisional members will put out a paper on the ONI, or mailbox paper, their choice, letting the community know how their membership is going. The membership team is responsible for making sure this happens. After the paper has been out a few days, the membership team will call for input from all members about how they feel about the provisional member. The membership team will meet with the new member to pass on the input. If it seems appropriate, the team may suggest that a support person for the provisional member be present at this meeting. The membership team will treat this information as confidential, and the names of the people who gave input will not be disclosed to the provisional member. However, the provisional member may request to communicate with the giver, of the feedback, in which case the membership team would ask the giver if PO is willing to communicate with the provisional member. There is no obligation to grant the request, although direct communication is preferred. If the feedback to the provisional member is largely positive and does not indicate problems, no further action needs to be taken. However, if the feedback shows that there are concerns that might lead to a vote other than accept at the 6-month poll, the provisional member will write a paper to the community, ONI or mailbox, communicating what they have heard and understood of these concerns and telling how they intends to address these concerns before the full membership team. Thank you. The next video will address what happens after the results of the 6-month poll.